No comments now? No voices? No? Oh, okay. Well done. All right. So we want to find the unknown. So I'm just going to go through a couple of methods with you because what you've done, everyone that I saw used a couple of methods and you worked it out. It's absolutely fine what you did. So first one we expressed as a ratio and then we wrote the other one as a ratio and this is our target. All right. So this is the start, but this is the target, and we need to figure out how to get to x. Now, you don't need to write this down or even talk because you've all done it. So what we decided was, how do we need to look at the ones where we know both sides. How do we get from 9 to 17? No idea. But what I do know is if I go from 9 to 1, I can then get from 1 to 17. So I can divide by 9 and then multiply by 17. Now, we have to do the same on the other side, but there has been a little bit of a problem, hasn't there? Right? Which is 5 divided by 9. Okay? If I put on a calculator, sorry, DP stuff, 5 divided by 9 on my calculator gives me a decimal like this. Now, if I write that down and just write 0.5 or even 0.56, which is better rounding, okay, I still will end up with an answer that's slightly wrong because 0.56, right, then multiplied by 17, should be 17, is only 9.52. Right? So if I multiply it, that would be x being 9.52. But if I did this whole number, so if I don't round it and I do 5 divided by 9 and then straight away multiply by 17, I actually get x is 9.4 recurring. Now this one is correct. Okay? Now, you guys might, I'm just going to go through this. Let's see what we did. So we did 5 divided by 9. How can I write that? Yeah. So 5 divided by 9. Write it like that. And then we multiply by 17. So I could do that as what's 5 multiplied by 17? So 5 multiplied by 17 is 85. So I could actually write that it's 85 divided by 9. So x is actually 85 divided by 9. Now, if I do that, I would get 9.4 recurring. All right? Again, exactly right. The problem is this where I round, which a lot of you came across, yeah? A couple of you didn't do the ratio version. You did the fraction version, which is just as good. You said 5, 9, and we want to get to x over 17. So we went to over 1, which would then be 0.5 recurring again, which then ends up, same thing, all right? So you divide by 9, multiplied by 7, same method, all right? Now, what I want to just discuss with you is what happens, though, if I do it the cross multiplication way. All right, so what happens if I have, what was it, 5 divided by 9 is equal to x divided by 17, yeah? What happens if I do the cross multiplication? Well, the cross multiplication gets me to do this, doesn't it? Multiply gives me 5 multiplied by 17, and this side would be 9x. Yeah? I then do 5 multiplied by 17 is 85. So 85 is equal to 9x. And then what do I do? Yeah. Well, now I've got 9 x's is for 85, so I just need to, final step is to divide by 9. So if I divide by 9 both sides, I then get x equals, again, 85 divided by 9, which is what we had before, 9.44. Now, this one, there's no chance of rounding until the very end. Everything is whole numbers, yeah? So do you think in this case that the cross multiplication method might have actually been a bit better to do? Because I get rid of the decimals and things then. So let's just have a quick look. All right. So on practice 3, which is on page 24, the first question, 1A, is 1 to 4 is equal to 2 to W. Now, this one's nice and easy. There's no decimals. Why not? Because 1 to 2, how do we get there? Just times by 2. Therefore, 4 to W is, so times by 2, so W is 8. I can use that method. Nice and easy. All right. Let's just check then. If I go up to a different question, all right, let's do question 1, L, which is 5 divided by Z, or Z, however you like, is equal to 45 divided by 7. All right, what method would you guys choose to do that one? Tristan, what method would you do? What would you do first step? Yeah? So what would be your first step?
I would put 45 over 7 into 45 to 7.
Okay.
And then I would divide 45 by 9.
Right, so I'm going to write 5 to 7. Sorry, 5 to Z, 5 to Z. And then I know 45 because Tristan knows his times tables. All right. He knows that 45 divided by 9 gives me 5. So here's the question then. What is 7 divided by 9? So Z is actually, well, you see, we could, but actually this is where we could just write it as 7/9 and leave it like that. Yeah? Got it? So nice and simple, no decimals needed, and so on. All right? Okay, how you feeling? Good carrying on?
Yeah.
All right.